Hello and welcome to The Regulars. I'm Stacey McGonigal.
I'm Jason DeRoss.
Woo, woo, woo. It's Monday. It's Monday, everyone.
Happy Hangover Mother's Day.
Is that where you're at?
No, I'm not hungover, but like it's the day after Mother's Day, so it's not Mother's Day Eve. I don't know. I just was like the next day for me means hangover.
Yes. Happy Mother's Day to those celebrating and, holding you in my precious little heart for those where maybe yesterday was a tough day. So happy Mother's Day all around. I do not have a hangover. I have been not hitting the beverages. And wow.
You wait for the weekend to not drink?
Yeah, I wait for the weekend and I don't partake. And yeah, what can you do?
I mean, most of my life, I think I've been inverted on that side of things. So it's like, you know how like people are like, well, once a week I get nuts. I'm like, well, 6 days a week I get nuts, and then one day I need to break.
Yeah, I just realized I just love beer so much, and I'm not successful with a cocktail or wine, and I was just like, I just need to pump the brakes. And let me tell you, I can't wait to just like not fit into my jeans, but in the good way. Yeah.
I've went up a belt loop, so yes.
Wait, like bigger?
Yep. Pretty happy about that.
That's amazing.
I'm so for 2 months when we started this pandemic, I was like, I'm going to be so great about everything. I was working out every day.
Yeah.
I was like eating right. Mm-hmm. I slowed down a lot on alcohol. Like I pretty much took it out of my life.
Yeah.
And I went down like a bit, and I was like, okay, this is great.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it didn't feel different. I felt like I was even getting like bigger at times. It was like,
oh God, I can't.
Whatever.
I already can't with this, but proceed.
Last week I fell off the wagon because last week was just like, I don't know. I'd had enough. And so I ate what I wanted. I didn't get to exercise because time got away. Mm-hmm. And I blew up. It takes 1 week to go, whoa.
No.
But it takes 2 months to almost lose some weight.
I'm going to tell you this because I say it once, I say it twice, I say it thrice, and you never listen to me. You and weight loss is like a woman in the 80s. So all you care about is the number on the scale, which is not even an accurate.
I haven't stepped on a scale.
Right.
I don't have one.
But like, like me with my Peloton, like I need to recognize that my ass is going to be popping, right? So all of a sudden I'm like wearing my jeans and I'm like, wait, like the butt seems like full. Then I can't be like, I'm getting bigger. I have to be like, wow, I've really worked my ass muscle. Way to go. Way to show up, ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
Also,
I got one big stomach muscle that goes around me like a tire, and everything else. So I'll live that.
Right. I also just want to like put this out here for people. I decided to wear a mock turtleneck today. I don't know if it's working. Is it too much on the screen?
You were worried about it before we even got on. Like
I know. Listen, like I said, like I went to bed first of all. I feel like my makeup. Let me just tell you where my mood's at. I woke up early. I had breakfast. Yep. I had a coffee, like a relaxing coffee, not like I need to get this down my gullet because the day has begun and I'm running. Up, easy, breezy. I was like, I'm going to do my hair. Now
What's early though?
Well, listen, this is like early without a kid. 9.
I know. I don't. When I say that, because I know as soon as I say it, everyone's like, "Oh, I get it. You got a kid. You get up early." But I'm asking because I want to know what your day is actually like. Like just like
honestly. Okay, here's the thing. So like, I don't want to like take it on a huge DeRoss walk, but like, so I'm a Pisces, right? So my whole life is like emotion, chaos, whatever. However, one of my strongest moons and suns or whatever is Libra, which is all about balance. So in my mind, I'm successful if I wake up at like 7:38. In my mind, but I'm a Pisces, so I'm like 9 would be like, like I was up at 8:30. I'm not out of bed till 9.
Sure.
What
are you doing for that half an hour? Are you like looking at the phone? Are you just like,
do you miss this part of your life? I'll tell you what I do.
Yeah, I do miss this part of my life. I can tell you what my part of my life was this morning, but again, not a comparison game, and not that these wrinkles are all new, but they're all new.
First of all, we have Michael Mangiardi. We have Mangiardi in the chat for the first time ever. Sick. Hi, Manjo. Okay, and also Leslie says the early 2000s girl in her is really vibing your look today, Jay.
Thank you.
Okay, Leslie. She's not feeling mine. I'll get you one day. No one can have success here. Anyways, I'm just kidding. So anyways, I want to get up early. So what I'm doing between like 8:39, and honestly, we could push to 9:30 if I'm like feeling a type of way. We're
Wait, so
checking.
you wake up at 8:30 and you can stay in your bed for an hour?
Oh, easily. I honestly easily could stay in my bed for an hour.
I couldn't do this at any point in my life.
It's
I'm
so,
like, great, what's happening with the fucking day, man?
I know this is the problem with you and I, because I would be like, Jason, get the fuck back in your bed and just have a coffee. Oh my God, make a coffee, go back to bed. Who are you, the queen? Yes.
You have a coffee in bed?
Sometimes.
Wow.
But then I'll check all my, I'll check
You're the queen.
I'm a queen. I will check my TikToks, which I want to say, I'm proud to say that I worked on a little thing yesterday and I have hit 9 views. So I'm giving up TikTok. It's done. I'm deleting it. I'm over it. There's nothing more embarrassing. I was like, I tried a little bit.
So this was your long walk. You're a Pisces, so you're.
I wish I was getting up earlier is what I'm saying. Like in the way that you want to, like, I don't know, lose a bunch of weight or whatever.
You want to get up earlier.
I want to just start getting up early. Like,
I went to bed. It's like all those things. There's so many things in life where you're like, that just sounds beautiful. Mm-hmm. But then you do it and you're like, you find out, like for example, I'm like, imagine just like reading a book.
Oh my God. All the time. And then
but then I go and do it. I'm like,
this is boring.
I'm bored.
Exactly.
Or like, I think this is a classic one for you and I. We've talked about it before, but it's like those classic, like, I want to make it on a beach. But then when you do it, you're like, there's sand in my fucking shorts. This is terrible.
I never want to make out on a beach.
No.
I can list 10 things I'd rather make out on than a beach.
Yeah.
Don't even touch me on a beach. Don't touch me on a beach. I can tell you that. Don't even touch me on a beach.
Hold my hand. Don't even hold my hand on a beach.
Oh my God. No. On a beach, like all I'm worried about is I'm getting burned. If you've been on a beach with me, I'm going, do I look red? Yeah. Am I red? Do I need more sunscreen? Oh God, I was in the water. Do I need more sunscreen? Like, it's not fun.
I think when we were down here and we went to the beach, the thing we did was go on the opposite side of the boardwalk of the water, find the nearest pub and sit and drink in probably full on
I'm adding powder
jackets.
Today. Look at, I have, this is like week 9. I have adjustments. No, I remember when we were living in LA, when I lost my mind. And I think of
There's people that are into coffees in bed. I had a coffee in the shower yesterday and it was glorious.
I've done that. I have done that. I've done coffee in the shower. I hear a lot of friends saying like a cocktail in the shower is really fun. Never done it.
That just reminds me of like Nicolas Cage and Leaving Las Vegas. And I'm like, wow, that's where I'm at. Sounds great.
Oh my God, Jason.
Have you seen that movie?
Yes.
Okay. Because there's a shower scene where he just chugs like a bottle of vodka. I'm just like,
whoa,
what's wrong with his life?
I once did. So when I was in Montreal, I was doing a commercial and they put us up in like a really, really nice hotel.
Brag.
Totally. I don't want to brag, but I did order pizza and there was like full on pubes in it. But I made a really nice bath. Like I went to Lush. Who was I? I don't even know who I was on this trip. I went to Lush. I bought bath bombs. Okay. Threw in a bath bomb, had an hour-long hot bath while watching the Kardashians drinking wine. And let me tell you, I got looped in the bath because I was so hot. I was so hot. And the wine hit me. And I was like, what's my name? How do I get out of this tub? Jameson.
That's amazing.
Also,
the one thing I'll say this because there's one thing that has changed my life.
Okay.
I got like a waterproof speaker for.
Oh my God!
shower.
Yes, we're shower music people. This is the thing, guys, gals. Mm-hmm. You have to get yourself a shower radio, waterproof. Yeah. I have a waterproof Bluetooth speaker, and I just blare the tunes. I don't care. This is my 30s. I'm thriving, ish, but it's all because of the shower radio.
A shower is like my meditation space.
Totally.
It's like. If I'm writing or something, that's where I'll go to just be like, well, I'll just sit and think on it for a bit. And I'll stand in the shower for a while.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Sorry to everybody that's like, let's save some water.
Oh, Haley says having a little puff in the bath is great too. I bet. Oh, I bet. Just getting high and going into the tub, I'd lose my mind. I'd be
Now
like,
we know who
how?
our listeners are, and now we know why they're listening to us. Getting high, drinking cocktails in the shower.
Yeah,
Okay,
these are our people. Welcome. We've been waiting. Yeah, I don't really get silent showers. Like, what are you doing in there?
yeah.
I can't
Washing your hair.
I can't let these thoughts land. We need some tunes. But Kayla says she likes showers to be quiet because it's the only time she's not like listening or watching something.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I know you just said like, give me some noise, and it's true. But like, there's also those times when I've literally taken a
Kayla,
shower
no,
and-
she says she feels attacked. No, absolutely not.
No, I've definitely said I've used it as a meditation space. I'll turn off a light sometimes and like take a shower, no problem.
No. Kayla, listen, we mean this truly.
Oh, yeah, killing it.
However you shower, we just hope you do. So there's a couple of things. Oh, she goes, I'm actually a psychopath. That's a great title for this podcast. I'm actually a psychopath. So a couple of things. First of all, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that there were some major birthdays this weekend.
Okay.
Our lovely dearest pal, Ashley Botting, her birthday
That's
was
right.
Sunday. And
Yeah, I chatted with her
MVP of the
Saturday.
chat, Jameson.
I only found that out this morning. Happy birthday, Jameson.
Wow. Happy birthday. We got a lot of Taurus energy around us. A lot of Tauruses, you know?
Yeah.
They're a stubborn breed.
I didn't know like, other than my own, I don't think I know any other signs. Like if you were like, my birthday's in February, I'd be like, cool.
I'm a Pisces. And you're September. What are you?
September 5th,
No. But what are you?
a Virgo.
Yeah.
I think I've told you that before, and I think I've got the exact same reaction.
Yeah. Well, you know, when it tracks, it tracks. Can I tell you? So I had a beautiful visitor yesterday. And that was the one and only Two Little Sandwiches.
Oh, I saw this on your thing, which is like,
She came 6 feet away with a mask to drop off gifts and treats to me. And it was glorious. Glorious. First of all, because I've been seeing our friends like bake for each other and then do like 6-foot drop offs. Like, I'll give you brownies if you give me banana bread or whatever. And I've been watching that going, when am I going to get that? I'm not baking anything. I'm not giving this to anybody. And then all of a sudden, Jan was like, I'm going to be dropping by.
she was a part of the Great Jerk Off, right?
Yeah, the Great Canadian Jerk Off. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a bunch of our friends just making jerk chicken for each other and see who does it best.
But because they usually eat it together and judge it, but they couldn't. So this was all based on presentation. And our lovely friend Nigel, he won. But anyways, Jan dropped off these butter tart like squares. And like, you know, I love a butter tart. And beyond that, I love raisins. Don't even at me. Like Kayla, silent in the shower. Sometimes I stand alone on my raisin love. But and Jan's lovely partner soaked them in bourbon. Hello.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I will say this about our listener, Kayla. She did point out that she feels like a psychopath because she felt like we were judging her in a silent shower. But then when I said I shower in the dark, she goes, oh, well, that sounds so spooky.
Wait, I missed that. You shower in the dark?
No, but I have. Like I've turned.
Ew, why?
I don't know. When I say the dark, it's not like pitch black. I have a window in my shower, so it's just like lights off or like.
I wish your neighbor had seen you just like in the shower.
I open the window. I feel like I'm in a Dove commercial all the time when I shower. I love it. I open the window and I'm just like, because I got my music on, I'm like waving to neighbors that I don't know.
You don't.
I don't know them. There's like my window looks out onto a street. Like it literally looks out onto like a street.
No one
so
waves
walk
back
by.
to you.
No, I've never had anybody wave back to me.
I don't think you've actually waved at people. I think you just
I
said
100% have. 100%.
Don't do
have.
that. That's unwelcome. Do your shirts off.
I don't know. It's
I would
just
know.
Like, it's a small window that's like head level, so it's just a face in a window going.
Hey, are you shirtless? No. I don't want that. Wow. Well, Jason, that's something else, I have to say.
Oh, it's fun.
Wow, you're kinky. You're just like, everyone's like, he's so nice, but you're like, low key so nasty.
Because I'm waving out my shower window.
Hey, you know what we should do? We should go into the shower, pump up some jams, turn off all the lights, and then wave at our neighbors. I'd be like, actually, I have to work right now. Sorry, I forgot. We're on the state. I have to go, actually. I'm like late for full work. Like, I have to go. I'm actually a doctor.
Let's all tell our biggest sexual fetishes. I turn off the lights, pump up the music, and wave out my window.
I'm alone. I don't touch myself. To me, my biggest sexual kink is just community. Just building a community. Yeah.
You know what turns me on? Friendship.
I actually think that's true for you. I can't. Anyways, how was your weekend, Jason, besides talking about your sexual kinks?
It was great. I watched The Last Dance last night. Really good.
I got to catch up.
Yeah, it was in. These are some good episodes, and it's gonna. I won't spoil anything for you, but there is another one where you know how at one point when Isaiah Thomas was talking and they passed the iPad or whatever it was to Michael Jordan and you got to watch the interview? They're not telling these people, I don't think. So one person just goes into like talking about Michael Jordan and they just pass him the thing and he's just watching them interview being like, I was really pissing off Michael Jordan. And he was like,
he doesn't care.
He's like, he didn't bug me.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, I had other shit on my mind.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense for me.
But you'll see in these next two episodes, like his competitive spirit get even deeper. Like it's crazy.
Really?
Yep. It's a good episodes, man. I don't know what it is, basketball or not. I don't know if I'm right because I love basketball. So watching these is like, it's my kink.
I don't. Okay, no. We
never say it again.
Yeah, please, no thanks.
But what I will say is like I love it. So I don't know, but they seem like they're good enough for people that even aren't into basketball. Like the stories are just good.
Oh, cool. Well, you don't have to sell me on the series. I've been watching it this whole time. So
I know, but I'm throwing this to you to be like, it's still a good documentary whether you like basketball or not, and then your perspective would be of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I will say that Nigel has gotten me into some sports podcasts, so I have been listening to those. I know that's hilarious because there's no sports, but I have really been appreciating it.
Which ones?
Jalen Rose.
Which one?
Been listen to that one. And he's doing recaps of The Last Dance, so I've really just been getting into that. So,
You're talking about Jalen and Jacoby.
Yeah, that's what I'm listening to. So, I want to bring up some bad news that's happened to me, and I didn't think that I would be here, but it's happening. And I broke my pop socket. It fell off, and it's been really difficult. It just happened this morning, and I'm like, what do I do with it? How do I hold it now? So sad. Jason
Back
doesn't
to the
care.
dark ages.
And I will say this one last thing because I guess I'm on a level, but I said this on my Instagram and it kind of sounded like a joke, but I wanted to bring this up because I feel like the quarantine is like making me go like literally loopy. So last night I woke up in the middle of the night, and do you ever like wake up and you're kind of like freaked out a little bit, and then you
All the time.
and then you think there's someone in your house, or like you see like a figure and it's like not, you know?
Yeah.
Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because have you ever had that sleep paralysis thing? It happened to me once in my life. And I don't know if that's the proper term for it. I had a friend to me explain it to me that you have something in your body that kind of like, it shuts down your, there's something in your body that shuts down your body. And normally before you wake
There's
up.
something
like this,
in your body that shuts down your body.
like some natural thing that happens to your body. So your body can like recuperate and do all these kind of things. So it kind of like shuts your body on like whatever. So you wake up before that thing shuts back on. So like you're present awake.
Right, but you're
your body hasn't turned back on.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't know how true that is. I had a friend explain it to me, and maybe he's crazy. But I did have that experience once where I woke up in my house and there was a figure standing. This is when I lived alone. And there was a figure standing at the doorway, and it certainly looked like one. And it lasted like what felt like forever, but for sure for 30 seconds.
Whoa.
And I couldn't move my body. And I was just looking at this dark figure, and I was like, what? But then finally, when you can move, you get up and you're like, what the heck's going on? And then there's nothing there.
And then
like,
you
what?
headlocked your wife.
That's yeah.
No, but
my body was turned on before I woke up, and it was just like, whoa.
I woke up so turned on, shoved my wife away from me, ran to the shower, turned off the lights, turned on my jams, and I waved to every goddamn neighbor I could see. No, I've had sleep paralysis, I think once in my life where I was like really terrified and I couldn't move.
Yeah.
And I had to I had two figures standing at the edge of my bed. And this was the figures that turned out to be my spirit guides.
Yes. Because you could see detail. Like all I just saw is silhouette of something.
I could see details.
But you saw details.
Details. Yeah.
Because then you saw this man somewhere else, right?
Mm-hmm. And I will tell you, I think I saw him last night. 100%. Because
Is he like an old ghost that's wearing like Civil War sort of?
No, it's like a suit. He's just like in a suit. I can't.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I hope it's like a rich man that like then is like, wait, I can be human now and I love you and like come to my mansion. And I was like, what?
But is this like right? So is this? Give me the age of this man. Estimated.
I don't know. Like I just always felt like older.
But when you say older, like because when you first told me, I was picturing like an 80-year-old man. But now you're like, sweep me off my feet. So is this?
No. He's not like a babe. I'm not like, oh, hello. Like it's like he's still like a spooky ghost.
You sleep with a bottle of wine every night. So if you wake, oh, hey, ooh.
Hey, I hope you meet me a few glasses in. No. I just always imagined like older, like, I don't know, 70s seems to track. But I was saying, the joke was that he came to life and was like, you know, an attractive man. But
oh, so like he's the frog, and then when you kiss him, he turns into a prince.
You know, when you like kiss an old man and then you're just hoping like when you open your eyes after the kiss, he's like 35.
Courtney in the chat said that she had sleep paralysis for years.
Whoa.
Chronic sleep paralysis.
That's tough.
And then she ended the sentence with, and it's the actual worst.
Of course.
Which I don't think you had to tell us that. Just is like,
it just sounds it, but I mean, like, yeah. Jameson says, I need to make sure nothing in my room remotely resembles a human shape before bed so I don't wake up thinking it's a real person.
I want to be there on that first time you're on like the 7th date and you sleep over at a woman's house.
Wait,
and she's got like
sorry,
a cat,
it's the 7th date?
The 7th date.
What year is this for you? The 7th date?
Yeah. And then but she's got like a coat hanger beside the bed and it's got like a bunch of coats on it. And you having to explain or something, just being like, or waking up and like looking at the coat hanger, being like,
no. First of all, you have to pretend you're cool, so you wake up the whole night. You're so scared, but you can't like let on that you're a big scaredy cat. So you're like, so scared. I remember my nephew stayed at my house, and this was years ago. He was like maybe 3, 4, and he was like sleeping in my bed, and I was like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah. And then I was like, okay, baby, if you need anything, you just let me know. And then like he kind of was drifting off to sleep, and then I came up to check on him, and he obviously was so terrified, and he was just laying in my bed, and I just hear, I'm okay. I'm okay. And I was like gonna bawl my eyes out. It was so sad. I was like, this kid's freaking out and he's trying to be cool about it. Anyways,
Charlie has talked in his sleep, but it's been about stormtroopers every time.
Oh no, like Camden was like awake. Like he was awake, like obviously being like, this is not correct. I can't stay here.
I had a nightmare the other night. I told Jenny this because it happened this weekend. It was either like Friday or Saturday night. And it was a terrible nightmare. And I woke up and I was like, Jesus Christ, how do I get back to sleep? I fell back asleep right away. And I had the opposite side of that dream. And the dream was I was Michelle Obama giving out gifts to children.
Wait, what? I
swear this was my dream. I was Michelle Obama. I was kind of watching myself from like third person or ever how you would picture what that would be.
No. I get it. But you were Michelle Obama.
Yeah. Giving out gifts, food gifts to children.
Food gifts? Like Flakies? Yeah. Or like apples?
No, I don't know what they were. I know the feeling of like I watched her like give things, and I was like, I feel good about this. Like I'm giving these children some food.
I'm Michelle Obama. I'm Michelle Obama. Here's an apple. I'm Michelle Obama. Thanks, sir. That's crazy. Well, I will tell you.
Jameson says he has a friend who sleep eats. That would explain so much if I sleep eat. Maybe that's why my
No, the
belt
problem
side
is
up.
you wake eat.
I wake eat all the time.
First of all, what a nightmare to sleep eat. That would just be a full nightmare. A, you couldn't enjoy it, so that makes me upset.
Oh, wait a second. Jameson said like they fall asleep and you can feed them like a weird zoo.
What?
That means this person does it to them, doesn't do that to themselves.
No, I think he's joking. I think his friend sleep eats because I've seen stuff about that.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, how did you figure this out? That one day you were just like,
Yeah, who feeds their friend? Who goes, wonder if they'll open up. So I want to unpack this just a little bit. So last night I did think I had a murderer in my house. Okay.
Right.
I woke up and then I went,
this wasn't the handsome old man.
well, this is what happened is I woke up and I would look down the hall and I was like, oh my God, this is like, there's an intruder. And then I paused and was like, you know what? I think it's my spirit guide. That is the level of quarantine I am at.
Yeah. And
That's
then he
the
comes through and
level.
you're like 6 feet. 6 feet.
6 feet.
Spirit guide.
But here's what's crazy is because I got my reading done from my friend.
Yes. Who sent it to you? This was
Who
through
sent
the
it to
mail or
me.
whatever.
And she said that, like, you know, my spirit guides, there's a lot happening in the background that I'm probably not aware of, but things are in place. And all of a sudden I'm starting to sense and feel them. Now that could be placebo because I was told, but like before the reading, I was like sensing things. And now and then last night there was an
What's
appearance.
happening?
I think I sound.
Has he ever spoke to you?
No, because then I would shit my full pants. Like I wouldn't even have pants. They'd all have shit in them. I'd be so terrified. I would be pantsless for the rest
You'd
of my
wake up,
life.
shit your pants, and then run to your closet and just shit in all your pants?
Yeah, I would be screaming, like putting on jeans.
Well, these ones are nice, bro.
No, I wouldn't even consider the price tag on those jeans. I would just be screaming and throwing jeans on and shitting fully in them, taking them off and putting new pants on and shitting in those. Totally. If a ghost spoke to me, get out of here. Although I keep asking my grandmother to haunt me, but like I don't want her like speak up, you know, just like let me find money somewhere, or like I forget like a really cool snack in the cupboard. Like I'll consider that a grandma haunt. You know, that's what you want.
Well, ghosts for me are like, I think about them all the time because it's like,
You can catch me pitch black in the shower just thinking about ghosts.
yeah, I'm waving to the neighbor and they go, wait a second. What would a ghost do at this moment?
Man.
But like, why are we afraid of ghosts? Because like, how do we know? Why are they all mad? Maybe there's nice ghosts.
Because
like,
a lot of ghosts have unfinished business, and that's why they're floating about. And there's like,
yeah, but it's not business with me. So they might be like, hey man, can you help me out? Someone murdered me. And I'd be like, I don't know, man. Like
well, Audrey just asked, how would
a
you most
kid.
like to be haunted, and what's your ideal haunting?
that's a great, maybe like,
Because Audrey just said
what if all the
hauntings
greatest
aren't all bad.
basketball players? What's that?
Well, Audrey says that like hauntings aren't all bad. And I will say, and I think I've said this on the podcast before, I certainly in like my previous apartment had spirits, no question about it. Ghosts for sure. And they like I would go into the kitchen, all the cupboards would be open. And one time, like citrus, like I used to boil citrus in a big pot, and that was left. And all of a sudden, a noise comes in from the kitchen, like from thing, and went to go check, and like the oven like fan had been turned on, which I had never used, and nor did I know that it worked or that it was available to me. And that was turned on, and the pot was completely boiled down.
The ghost.
The ghost. Who else would have done that? Burger? No.
You were drunk.
I was drunk.
Who ordered this pizza? It must have been the ghost.
Who orders pizzas? Turn on this fan and get crazy. And who wants to turn off the lights and go to the shower? Manji already
I don't
tried
know.
to.
Like, what if I got haunted by like a bunch of like amazing basketball players that passed away, and they just come and they play basketball on this hoop, and I just get to sit and watch them? That'd be great.
That's the lamest. Oh, I watch these ghosts play basketball. They didn't ask me to play, and I didn't want to.
Yeah. Like Space Jam? No, they weren't aliens. They were ghosts.
They were ghosts. Hello. Jenny says, I've wished for years since I was a kid to see a ghost and have a haunting. I'm so sad it hasn't happened to me. Dare I say, welcome your spirit guides into your life. Say who needs to be here, like who's here for me, just to see. I don't know. Sage a bit. Welcome them maybe.
Field of Dreams with basketball. That's funny.
Also, Jenny, I will say this to Cirillo. This is like an embarrassing admission, but we're here and we're friends, and I will share. When I was in LA, I used to do these meditations, which would meet you with your spirit guide. I think it's supposed to be like as you drift to sleep. Now, here's my problem: as Jason knows, I fall asleep in 2 seconds. Like I'm down, asleep and snoring. So I've never really found it successful, but that might. I'll send you the link. It's really cool.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Also, Mike put on here, remember when that ghost blew Dan Aykroyd in that documentary? Do you mean the documentary
Ghostbusters? Of course he does. And also, I hope he's ashamed by the spelling mistake.
The cost?
He tried to be funny and he's probably embarrassed. It's okay, Mike. You can still be in the chat. Okay, Jenny is into it, so I will be sending you the link to meet your spirit guide.
Well, I want to meet mine. Although I think it's just going to be like a turtle.
What? Okay, wait. Who do you think your spirit guide is?
Some turtle that was like, meh.
You're being a piece of shit. You actually are being a piece of shit.
I'm being a piece of shit because I won't tell you who I think my spirit guide is.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Who
you're
do
like,
you think?
it's a
So
turtle.
do you think these are people that have already lived?
It's
like
a turtle.
when you say,
It's a turtle.
When you say it, you're like, you don't give me a name to your man. You're just like, just some guy that I don't know how old he is.
Sorry,
He's roughly an older man.
Well, it came up in a reading with someone that did not know me, and I had never talked about it.
And they said roughly an older man is your spirit guide.
They said
is
a
that
tall,
what they told
thin. She goes, I see a tall, thin man in like a dark suit, in a black suit, and I was like, oh my god, that is that exact figure I keep seeing in my apartment.
That sounds like Abraham Lincoln. That description.
Freaking Abe Lincoln is going, hey, bitch, girl, can you help me? I've been shot. Elizabeth goes, this would be a Stacey Jason argument. 1,000%. 1,000%.
Well, who would be my spirit guide? I don't know, man. Like, wouldn't it be like a past family member that would want to help you out? Like,
I think it would honestly be like a pickpocketing kid from like the 1800s who was like,
and
hey, dude,
that's what I want.
Dude, get over here. You missed it, but I just want to help you out. There is a nickel like outside, just like no one's touched it. Like, get it. It's 5 cents.
I envisioned it. I walked around knowing there was a penny on the ground, and guess what? There's a penny on the ground.
Dude, okay, I don't want to freak you out. I am going to open the refrigerator because I think you forgot you got some cheese in there, bro, and you are home alone. So I'm just going to knock it open and do what you will with it.
Oh, sorry. Is it ghost cheese? Thanks very much for getting that for me.
Dude, honestly, no problem. I'm just going to go kick it in your son's room. I know you sleep in the dining room, so you let me know if you need anything. Mahalo.
There's my spirit animal for sure.
T-Bone?
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
But there's 2 of them.
Your spirit guide would be a guy from Lone Star.
Yeah. And it's 2 of them, and then they touch knuckles, and they go, and they grow powers by going.
Morning, brother. May I suggest a sizzling fajita feast this morning?
Sizzle.
I'm a ghost, dude, but that doesn't mean I can't make a mean margarita.
Yep, there's my spirit animal. We just figured it out.
You're such a skeptic, and I love it. Because here's the
How
thing.
is that skeptical?
Because you are such an optimist as a person. Like, to the
So
point
you
where
just
we argue.
contradicted yourself.
No, let me explain.
Okay.
So you as a person, it's this like layered thing. And if people know Jason, please get in the chat.
I'm a fucking onion. I'll make you cry. Let's go.
You will. Okay. Often. But what I think is great is like you are this optimist. You're always like kind of seeing the better things in the world, but not for yourself, right? So like you also take
Now this makes sense.
You take like it goes, hey, here's an easy path for like an easy solution. And then it's like, here's this like mystery lane where you could die. And you're like, mystery lane. And everyone's like, I just said you could die. You're like, mystery lane. So because of that, I think that like the idea of like spirituality or like, are there ghosts? Are there spirit guides? Are there people out there trying to take care of me? You're like, not for me.
Yeah.
I don't need any help. I'm going down the mystery lane. That's you.
I actually agree with that.
Are you just saying that so I'll move on?
No, I actually do, because there was one point in my life where I was like, why is it like, because I don't know if this is true, because I do know it's true because my wife says it all the time too. It's like, if a friend asks me to do something for them, then I will try my best to do it.
Yeah.
And I will try like, to do it so it's fun or something. Like I'll try, it gives me incentive to go try and do something.
Yeah.
But she's like, why don't you do that for yourself? So there was a time when I was like, maybe I'll use that as an exercise and treat this like I'm doing this for somebody else.
Treat life?
Then, no, but it was like a project. Like it was like something specific. And I was like, why don't I treat this not like I'm doing it for myself? Like I need to get it done. I'll treat it like I'm doing it for someone else. I wrote that on a whiteboard and then I never did that. So,
well, maybe you should. Maybe you should just try and get ghosted. Also, what is your hat? I missed it.
I wore this for
Can you tip it down
today? Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Punk Daddy. Punk Daddy Express.
It's my bad. Thanks, Mark, for noticing. Tasha noticed it earlier. That's why she brought it up, I think.
Great.
But this is why I wore it today.
Okay.
One, I love the hat, but and it always feels like I can't wear it because their icon is like, it's a cross with fire. So I'm like, I can't buy their merchandise because I'm not going to wear that. Although then at their last concert, I was kind of drunk and bought one. And then I picked my son up at a Jewish school and I forgot I was wearing this shirt that had a cross with flames on it. I was like, this is not nice. With that though, I wore it because over this weekend, someone sent me one of those like Facebook things and I was like, okay, I'll do this. And it's like that album cover challenge.
Oh, we'll talk about the album cover challenge.
That's why I wore this hat, because my first album that I was like, oh, that influenced me the most was probably
Bad Religion.
The first Bad Religion album I got was, well, the first concert I went to, Against the Grain. Anyways, but then I put it out there. I think I'm on like day 7 or
the Grain.
I was like, me and Stacey are going. I was like, Stacey will not do this because she's like, hell no. So I challenged. You have to challenge someone out of every day. So I challenged you, putting in the thing like, but she won't do it.
Yeah.
But here you go. Here's the challenge, and here's my album cover. And then you did it out of spite because you even put, I'm going to do one day and fuck you. Here it is. So that's how I'm going to have to approach Stacey from now on, is be like, you won't do it.
No, but I just thought it was nice that you thought of me. And also, before we proceed on this, Adam has asked a favor of you, Jay. And he says, Jay, do me a fave. Live your best life. It would be a huge solid for me. Isn't that nice?
Oh, so I see. So now I have to. So this is a real fucking catch-22. So I got to do shit for myself to do something for someone else.
Yeah.
But now I'm not going to.
All your friends want from you, Jay, is for you to be your best self. Haha. But so Jason,
lovely man.
Adam's
Adam
the
and I
best.
signed up for this weekend. We signed up for masterclass together. So
Which masterclass?
like we bought the
Oh, the
membership
thing.
of, like,
Yeah.
like everyone's doing it, but
There's that mixology
we'll know how to play
one.
the piano. We'll be able to cook like Gordon Ramsay. We'll write 300 scripts. Like
Oh,
by the end of the
hell
week,
yeah.
we're good.
Yeah. So I'll need some updates on that and maybe your passwords just so I can log on and see what's going on. So Jason attached me to this, challenge on Facebook. Now I will say this, I have no traction. I have no traction on Facebook. Like to the point I've had like social media people look at it and they're like, oh yeah, like this reaches nobody. So I never really post anything on Facebook because I'm like, no one will see this. And I'm also not active on Facebook really at all. But Jason attached me to this Penpal like challenge about albums. And
Yeah,
here's
which
the
I know
thing.
is just spam and just trying to clutter up Facebook. But I was like, well, I'm going to do this.
And you did
it was
it.
fun reaching out to a few people and being like, let's do this. And they're getting excited about it.
Yeah. So you asked me what were my albums. But here's the thing. Like, I'm basic. Like my music, like I love pop music so much. Like I love a pop music track. But like I also like John Mayer. Like my stuff is not cool. I'm not like, hey.
The reason why I bring it up is I was very surprised about you did one thing and your choice was, I was like, what? Okay.
My Van Morrison, Moondance. There's so many albums, but that one I love. That's like a classic. Like we're about to hit summer. Like what do I love in the summer? You get a little Van Morrison Moondance album going. You crack a beer, sit down, eat a burger. Perfect.
Oh, I'm just looking up now to see what songs were on this album.
So many.
Because is Dancing in the Moonlight on this album?
I can't remember.
It's called Moondance, so I was like, it's got to be.
Moondance is a song.
I know Moondance is a song, but I was like, I guess, yeah. Do you want to have 2 songs about the moon in your album? I don't know.
Why don't you?
I'm looking it up, but it's not. It does. Anyways.
Well, and Kayla says nothing should ever be a guilty pleasure. I totally agree. Like I love all of it. Like I'm not like embarrassed to share them, but I'm like, you know, there's so many pop albums that I love so much, and like musicals I love. Into the Mystic is on there. It's a classic jam. It has it. What that
Asha
album
is your and my music tastes combined.
Yeah.
She was the one that mentioned Bad
I will
Religion,
say
so.
Moondance. So here's something. I think there's like, this is what I consider Moondance, that album. You know, like a kitchen slow dance?
Yep.
You know, you like dance with your partner in the kitchen, or it's like, you know, those
I
little
was thinking
dance.
about just washing dishes and slowly dancing.
Build me up, buttercup. Just you by yourself going, oh my God. It has all those. I think it's like a romantic, just a very subtly romantic album is what I think Moondance is.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I remember being at this festival one time, and these guys got up and they just started singing this song, and I thought it was like the most beautiful song in the world, and I had never heard it before.
And it was Imagine.
It was. John Lennon's Imagine. It's the only song in the world. But it was a Van Morrison song. And then there was another time that I've never done this before either, but this is, you'll know how long ago is it by the story. But one time we were driving in the car and this song came on, and it's before I had like a smartphone where I could have just been like, boom, it's a song. And I was like, what the hell is this? It sounds so perfect. It sounds like it's contemporary, but it also sounds like it's probably from the 60s.
Yeah.
And I literally emailed the radio station to be like, hey, I was driving in the car.
God. Okay.
This time. And he got back to me and he was like, Van Morrison, dude. And
What
he knew
one?
exactly. He's like, it's that one that I don't know the name of the song, but it starts with do 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 do. Oh, I gotta find it because like I'm obviously blowing this.
Are you really coming at me with a do 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 do?
I know it sounds terrible, but he starts by literally saying those words. That's not me trying to hum or just gives a beat.
I don't think that's the tune.
Oh my God, did this guy lie to me? This DJ? No, I know it is a Van Morrison song.
Do 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 do. I don't think Van Morrison has done that ever. Do 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 do.
Someone in the chat has to help me out because they know it is. I know it is.
You know we have to ask Jameson. He's the
Oh my
MVP.
God. What happens if I
Or
type in
Tasha.
Van Morrison?
Jan says she knows exactly the song Jason is talking about. Well, give us the goddamn title, people. Come on.
Is it Wavelength? Nope.
Okay,
Never mind.
everyone is trying to find it for us, which is really lovely. The chat's coming through yet again. That's nice.
It might be Wavelengths.
Do 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 do. Does not sound like a Van Morrison song.
Wilson said, that's right, Jackie Wilson. It's called Jackie Wilson.
Is it?
Jackie
I don't know
Wilson
if we can
says,
play
thanks,
it.
Market Driver. That's right.
Oh, and Monjo.
Yeah.
Okay, what's it called? Wilson said? What?
You said everybody's on the chat. Everyone's looking for it. Naja just wrote, I'm not.
Sweet. Wow, you were pretty close, Jay. Sorry. Wow, Monjo and Mark to the save the day. This is why this chat is special.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? God damn it. That would have killed us all
Ben
day.
Morrison is just magic in so many ways.
Yeah. So, if you've really pissed off your partner, throw it on into the Mystic and just have a little kitchen dance. They'll forgive you.
Yeah.
They will.
Well, maybe like my wife doesn't get to listen to this live because she's with our child. Maybe I'll just start playing that after in the kitchen and see what happens.
Yeah. Can you do that? Can you give us an update? Mm-hmm. Just to see if what she does. I think she might smack you. Go, what are you doing?
What song are you looking for? What song do I put it on? Dancing in the Moonlight?
Do you ever get that way, like when you're with someone for a long time and then you're like in the kitchen cooking and then they try to be romantic and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? What's happening? What's wrong? They're like, I was just trying to be nice. And you're like, oh, why?
Do you want something?
Yeah, exactly. When they're like, and then you're so mortified that you even tried something. You're like, just forget it.
That's the part I know. I'm like,
when you try and when you try to do something romantic, you're like, oh, let's make today a little different. I'm going to do something. You're like, what's wrong with you? You okay? And you're like, yeah.
Valentine's Day is every day.
It's true what they say. Valentine's Day isn't every day. You just run away. Shayla says when I'm cooking dinner, my husband comes up behind me and I'm like, get out of here. Exactly. Don't come near me while I'm cutting a knife just to touch my waist. I don't understand when men are like, oh, I'm really going to show her I care. I'm going to touch her stomach. It's like, get out of here. My stomach and I are at war. Don't even pretend she's here. She's never in the room. As far as I'm concerned. I remember that when we were shooting our sketch
Which
one afternoon, and you had to grab our whole thing was about don't touch our waist, whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah. And you had to touch my waist, and I truly was like, I have written my nightmare. Mm-hmm. I can't. Kayla says, I feel attacked again. Why, Kayla? Are you coming up behind people while they're cooking? It's different when we do it.
Yeah. I'm sure. Look, man, I've seen movies. It works. I'm sure it's a nice thing, but
what? Coming up behind someone?
Yeah. I mean, if Keanu Reeves did it and it was Sandra Bullock and they were having sex through a mailbox as the premise of the movie, then
why are you obsessed with that movie where they write each other letters?
I've never seen it.
Yeah. The things that you pick up are crazy to me. Also, Kayla is on my level today because she's also at war. Why do you have to touch our waist? I don't get it. What is it, Jason? What is it about a woman's waist?
You're asking me that's a move I would do if that wasn't a part of a sketch.
Right.
Touch a waist.
Jameson says it's The Lake House and he loves that movie. There's no way. And that's upsetting because I love Keanu and I love Sandra. And I watched one of her movies.
Was it Keanu and Sandra? I just made those two names up, but was it them in The Lake House?
I think it was, yeah. And I also watched...
So they did Speed and then they did a whole nother movie that was a romantic movie together? That's crazy.
That's awesome. Love Keanu. I'd let him touch my waist,
Do you know what... do you remember him being in the... I watched this on the weekend, that's why I asked. Do you remember Paula Abdul's video Rush Rush?
Why were you watching it this weekend?
I don't want to have to explain my weekends to people, but I watched Rush Rush.
Why?
It's a long story, but anyways, Keanu Reeves is in it and he plays James Dean in Rebel Without a Cause, and they kind of sum up the movie, and it's kind of funny watching. I'm like, he was He's a good actor.
Keanu's very good. Like make no mistake. Like we love Keanu. We love Keanu here. Absolutely.
It's crazy because he did like Bill and Ted's, and then someone went, "That guy's a great actor. Let's get him like doing serious
Isn't
stuff."
he also in Sweet November with Charlize Theron? Gorgeous.
I mean, I never saw it, but
I did.
he's in it.
Oh, I saw it.
Someone like is his partner passing away in that, and it's like is that the movie?
Sweet November? Charlize is passing away. She's sick. Yeah.
Well, you already know you're gonna go in there with tissues. You're like, well, this movie's gonna be sad.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be sensual. It's gonna be romantic. It's gonna be sad. You know, that's a good one.
Oh, I'll bring this up then too because I think the trailer almost started to give me tears in this one.
Oh God, what?
Have you seen the trailer for the new Judd Apatow movie?
Okay, yes, and I also got a bit misty.
It's gonna be. I hope it's good. It looks so good.
It does. And here's the thing, like Pete Davidson, we know that I'm on a rocky road, like relationship with him. Like sometimes, like I don't really care for him on SNL.
But there's a reason, and it's just because on SNL you want people that are sketch artists and characters, and he just plays himself.
But
and has
him,
this whole thing on there.
okay, first of all, Steve Buscemi.
He's funny.
Steve Buscemi, Bill Burr, I mean. And then we've got Pete Davidson. And I think I'm going to cry a whole bunch because...
and Marissa Tomei.
Marissa Tomei?
I think that was Marissa Tomei. I only watched it once, and does Marissa Tomei play like his mom in it? Maybe not.
No, does she? I love Marissa Tomei.
Yeah. Gotta love Marissa Tomei.
Wow.
Maybe I'm wrong, though. I could be wrong.
Jameson says there's a video of Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves admitting they had crushes on each other, but neither of them knew, and they're so surprised when they confess, and you can tell. I'm also disappointed by that.
Because they're both in relationships right now?
Oh, she's like married with kids, and he has a partner, for sure.
And he's just riding around on a motorcycle doing good deeds for everybody.
Oh my God. Well, if he needs, a passenger, ring it in.
And Mark said, have you guys seen Always Be My Maybe? Which
Is
I have
that
not because I don't know.
Ali Wong? It's Ali Wong. I need to watch it. It's on Netflix. Everyone talks about it. I got to watch it. Okay. I love a rom-com.
Oh, okay? I do know that. Yes. Okay. Yes. It's pretty new, right? Like it came out in the last year.
I think so. Have you done these? Have you done Netflix parties?
Not yet.
They're really good. I watched a
So what? Explain it to me because like.
I was going to, but.
Can you just explain it to me though? Like, is it like?
So Netflix party. If we should probably do one for our podcast. That's what I think.
Yeah, because we did miss our movie this Monday. We talked about it. We were like, we just don't have anything. We don't want to force it.
Well, this is what I wanted to propose, and Jason's not aware of this. But
no, I'm not.
Well, first of all, let me tell you about the Netflix party. So if you haven't done one, you basically add this like extension onto your Chrome. And what you can do is someone sets up a Netflix party. So if the regulars set up a Netflix party, we'd be like, okay, we're going to watch, Always Be My Maybe. And then you get the link and then you log in and then you can comment on the side. So you're kind of just talking with your friends throughout the movie.
That's cool. So it's not like a camera's in your face and you're all just like
no. There's no cameras.
No.
There's no camera.
That sounds awesome.
But the best thing to do is when you watch a bad movie. So like I watched this Sandra Bullock one. I think it was called Premonition. Jameson, please help us. Where it's like Sandra Bullock, like her husband, like one day he's dead and the next day he's not, and she has to like piece it together. It is. For some reason, like halfway through, I was like, this movie's actually not that bad. And then near the end, I was like, oh, because it got 8% on Rotten Tomatoes. And it's maybe one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. It makes no sense. The end makes no sense. It ends in a weird way. I'm like, what? It was very funny to watch with friends and just rip on it. But I love Sandy. Oh my God, I love Sandra Bullock. Love.
Yeah, you do.
So also.
The one where she goes to Alaska or whatever. Remember that one?
Where she goes to Alaska?
Yeah, doesn't she go away and she's like up in like the snowy country in Alaska or something? Anyways, I don't know why I brought that up. For some reason, when you say Sandra Bullock, I always think of a clip of her walking into a snowy house, and I'm like, I don't know why.
Maybe with The Proposal with Ryan Reynolds.
That sounds like the one.
Love Sandy. Yeah, it's The Proposal. Kendra and I have agreed. So a huge thing that's happened for us. First of all, everyone, this is our 9th week doing this.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It feels like it has just flown by, doesn't
Remember when
it?
this pandemic was like, they were like 2 weeks.
Why
You're
are
gonna
you
be
whispering?
indoors for This is how I celebrate 9 weeks.
I can't believe it's not. I can't believe it's 9 weeks. Truly.
Yeah, which means we've done like 40 of these together. And I think, I mean, we've done more because we were doing the regulars before for a bit, but since we've done, or the regular girls, but now it's the regulars, and we've been doing the regulars for 9 weeks.
Well, the regulars every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Which is
wild.
like, it's great.
And Jenny agrees, Jay, those are the softest yeahs I've ever heard. Agreed. You're on a vibe today, and that's okay. But so huge things that have developed. So we have enough watch hours to now be monetized by the YouTubes. But what we need now in our new goal is 1,000 subscribers. Which is wild. Like, that would be nuts. But
like a vision board, we want to put it out there to the world.
we're
right?
manifesting
like that's our goal now.
1,000 followers. But I was thinking we could do a big Netflix party when we hit each goal.
That sounds great.
So for every, like, once we hit 500 subscribers, we'll have like a massive like movie party.
Mark's here for the soft vibe, by the way. And I'll just say, like, for those of you people that don't know Mark is the softest, gentlest person on the planet, but can also party like a madman. But like,
wow, what a great description.
I'm just at a point where I'm like, you know how you want to get out there and you're like, you can't see anybody and you haven't touched anybody. I would love a Mark Andrada hug right now, because that would be the nicest. Do you know what I mean? That guy just knows how to, like,
he knows how to love
friendship.
He knows how to love.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Shauna, thanks so much. She says she shares this podcast with everyone and encourages them to listen. That means so much. That's really nice. And what a lovely compliment from Mark Andrada. Wowie zowie.
But you know it's true.
Oh yeah. Listen, I'm in agreement. I mean, I'm just here every day with you talking, and it's nice to know that you seek out a hug from somebody else who's, I guess, I don't know. Well, that's nice.
You know what's funny? When this is sort of done and I come back to Toronto, we should film a video of us just trying to have a legitimate hug, and you'll see the awkwardness.
What are you talking about?
You'll see it.
I love hugs.
I know you do.
They're great. But Mark Andrada hug is very nice, and he's just a very sweet and lovely man. That's nice.
Yeah.
So what we were thinking is, and I'm just doing this on the fly now, maybe we set some goals and we just celebrate with a huge Netflix watch party throughout. I think that will be fun.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, but only
so if
bad
we hit
movies.
Like 500, we all sit together and watch the 500 Days of Summer. I know that you don't want to do that because you probably don't want to watch that movie, but
because I got dumped. Because I got dumped during that movie. Is that why I wouldn't want to watch it? Because I went on a date with someone that they had recommended that movie, and then I had to still pay for the ticket and then watch that movie, and then know halfway through I was going to get dumped.
How many people stay in their relationships after that?
I would love to watch that movie. There's
also 300 when we hit 300, but I don't want to do that kind of thing. So now I'm feeling as I say. No,
I want to watch Speed. I want to watch Wayne's World. Sure. I want to watch. I want to watch Wayne's World. I want to watch bad movies too.
Yeah. What's a good bad movie? What's a good bad movie?
Tons. I have to sit and think about it.
My brother's part of one of those clubs where it's like they go out to literally watch bad movies.
Fun.
And they're like, we got to go see this. So I'll reach out and see if he's got.
Listen, I love like David Spade. Like, we could go down like those Adam Sandlers. We could do whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob says, this is unrelated, that he heard Jan on Because News, and she's very funny, and she is so funny on Because News, and it is not to be missed. So that's nice. And also, people are saying Point Break, Lake House. I guess we have to watch the Lake House.
Point Break.
We got to watch the Lake House.
Point Break. Mahalu, let's watch that movie and rob some banks.
First of all, we have Son-in-Law and the Lake House and one Point Break.
Look, anything Pauly Shore is probably perfect for this exact thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We actually should watch some of the movies. Like, we should watch Sliding Doors. Like, but I think that would change this podcast forever because, like, you know what I mean?
I know. Is it some of the movies that I've said and that I haven't seen, but I don't think so. Like, do I ever want to break the magic of not knowing what it's actually about?
I don't think that we can. I don't think that's appropriate. So, well, once we we'll talk about it and we'll set it up. But let's do a big Netflix
what's
party
the
to
first
celebrate.
number that we'll do this at? Is it 300 then? Do we go 300? We'll do a watch party?
Yeah.
Because we're basically at 200 right now.
Because
So
if
we're
we're at
100
200
away.
and then we're 100 away, so we'll do 369.
So we're manifesting this. So hopefully it happens soon. But maybe it'll happen at Christmas. Who knows?
What? Okay, this soft vibe is over. I'm not even allowing this anymore. Absolutely not.
I'm manifesting this. I'm picturing the penny on the ground, and I know it's there.
Don't you fucking start with the penny.
I know it's there.
I swear, Jason. Okay, so that's great. So now we know 369. We'll do a 3 party, a 6 party, and a 9 party. And then when you hit that 1,000,
we'll do something else. We'll figure it out, though.
Yeah, maybe a big old stream for so long.
Kendra wrote 369. Damn, she fine.
Oh, so, hell yeah. Maybe that's the title of the pod.
Yeah, 369. Damn she fine. With a question mark, though. So
damn she fine? That's great. Love it. Well, maybe guess what?
You're beautiful?
No, you fine.
I know, but I mean, now it's put question marks at the end of any good compliment.
Yeah. You're beautiful. I love you. Do you want to dance in the kitchen?
You've done a great job here. You get a raise?
Honey, I'm going to come up behind you while you're cooking? No? Okay. Someone just try and do that today. Just try and spice it up and just let us know how it goes. I would be curious.
Just put a question mark at the end of you look good in those jeans and see what happens.
I love that you just think you can wear anything. I love that about you. You can just wear anything, don't you?
You can just wear anything?
I love that you know what day it is and that's what you wore. That's so fun. You're great. Just such backhanded compliments. Okay, everyone. So we have come to the end on this lovely Monday of our 9th week doing this podcast. So exciting. We adore you all. We will be back tomorrow. What will the week hold? We don't know. What guests will be here?
We do know that we have a friend coming in on Wednesday that has not been on the podcast before.
Do you want to reveal?
So, let's find out what they're going to talk about first because,
Wow.
Oh, no, I guess we can just say we have the lovely Alistair Forbes joining us at some point.
Alistair Forbes will be here at some point this week. I have a feeling he might bail, but Jason wanted to say his name, and so now we've held him to it. So we will see. And yeah, right?
100%.
Thank you, Jason. Okay, everyone, go up behind your lover today. Just see how it goes. Make sure your hands are washed.
I'm going to go play Dancing in the Moonlight in the kitchen and just see.
That's okay. Why don't you do Moon Dance or Into the Mystic? That might get you more lucky than.
Dancing in the Moonlight is perfect.
Ew. Okay. Yeah. Actually. Yeah. Nigel. Oh no. And ew for Mark Andrada. Thank you so much. You can follow us at The Regulars Podcast. If you're listening to this podcast, guess what? You can watch it too at youtube.com/The Regulars. We go live every weekday and we have back episodes. So if you haven't watched one yet, please do. And like Jameson said, if you're looking for some love, get into the Mystic. Play that. That's the one. That's the one to play. And what are you giggling at?
That Rockland just put in the saying, Al owes me money. So we'll bring that up too.
Oh, does he? Okay. Rockland, we're going to get you that. And also congratulations. We will get you your money back. So everyone, we will see you all tomorrow. Have the best Monday. Bye.